The biggest problem at the moment is the wrong decision for the right reasons. It calms everyone down, everyone sets up and goes again.
That's why assistant referees don't always give free kicks in front of them, because
game day 1, Hastings versus Erith Town. 9 AM, I'm going to go for a walk, have a little coffee, sort of gear up for today. After the coffee, it's going to be pre-match meal, pack my kit bag, and then I'm going to meet the other assistants at 12:15 to be there at 1:30. I'm pumped, it's the first game of the season, we're back and ready to go. So let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. Take a seat, sit back, enjoy the show. Yo, let's go. I'ma start out fast and I'll take it down slow. Yo, let's go. Take a seat, sit back, enjoy the show. I'ma start out fast and I'll take it down slow. Yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Skydive, free falling, take off, no warning. Next generation transforming, automatic, no stalling. Red lights are boring, I'm fast cause I floor it. Turn it up until it's distorted. They stop and look when I walk in.
Pick it up, then we take it down low. Pick it up,
The biggest problem at the moment is like you say, it's 50 of one and half dozen of another, and then they're like, and sometimes they're gonna get that because it's a little bit too much, and sometimes they're not. But you can't. Every time they touch each other, you can't. It's not a foul. And I guess the objective is to keep doing what we're doing. Yellow card.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
This level,
The problem was that the guide's done it, and then he'd taken the steps, and he was ahead of him. So at that point, it's a shirt ball, isn't it? It's a foul. I think I pitched the level right. Free kick in front of you.
Yeah,
I thought it's easy.
He thought he's
Fair enough. From my angle, it looked like he caught on the foot, but I've also got different angles. And then that goal kick throw in.
I thought it was a throw.
I thought it was a goal kick. It looked like if it's over the post, we can give either way. It's maybe the wrong decision for the right reasons. It calms everyone down, everyone sets up and goes again. You'd rather give a goal kick and no one complain about it than a throw in and then they score from it, go ballistic. Other than that, just keep on doing it.
Yo, let's go. Take a seat, sit back, enjoy the show. Yo, let's go. I'ma start out fast and I'll take it down slow. Yo, let's go. Take a seat, sit back, enjoy the show. I'ma start out fast and I'll take it down slow. Let's go. Yo, let's go.
So everyone, so game went well, a little bit niggly, a little bit, it was a tough, easy game is how I would describe that. So for example, like there's a lot of holding, like mutual holding. So the attacker's got the defender's shirt, the defender's got the attacker's shirt. It's like, at what point do we just be like, get on with it? And when do we give the foul? So we're going to look through that in the highlights. 4 yellow cards, 2 for sort of like shirt pull and 2 for tackles. So good to look through there. Overall, first game back, 800 people there, got that buzz, which is always great. How do you guys deal with shirt pulls where they're both holding each other? Do you give it? Do you not? Like, at what point do you think like, oh, enough is enough here, and take for active recovery? How I deal with it? What I'm going to do? So tomorrow I'm playing golf. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow for active recovery. Let's go. The reason we do active recovery is, to get rid of the lactic acid. We go again on Tuesday. So it's about, just being a little bit safe with our legs. Nothing too strenuous, so for me it's ruining a perfectly good walk. I'm playing golf, which I'm not very good at. But it's just a bit social, gets us out and about. So that's why we're doing it. But yeah, I'm gonna hit some rubbish golf balls, play some rubbish golf, and I will see you for the analysis session in a few days' time. See ya.
So welcome back to the first analysis session of the season, where today we are talking about Hastings versus Erith Town. So there's a lot to cover today. 4 yellow cards, the new 8-second rule, as well as a couple of things personally that I felt I could have done better, or that I was trying on. So let's dive straight into it. Refereeing, we want to set the tone early. So after 8 minutes, we had this challenge, and I want to see what your thoughts are. So the ball comes over the top, the keeper controls it, clipped him. So let's just rewatch that. Ball comes over, keeper controls it. I'm a long way away here, but I've got the ball, I think. So take away the position. I think the foul is correct, but do you think it needs a yellow card here? Do you think the foul warrants a yellow card? Is it reckless play or is it careless? So here, we can actually see where I am. Actually, if we look at the video replay tool, I am coming just inside the centre circle now. My problem is I probably think it's a foul. I think he's caught him late here. It's a safe free kick to give. 8 minutes in, did I set the tone right? Should I have got a yellow card out straight away? Let me know down in the comments. And we were talking about this holding offence here. Something that I seem to struggle with a lot in this game. You can see here, my angle is quite good in terms of proximity. I'm probably about 20 yards away when the ball is coming up. I'm not looking at the ball, I'm looking at the players. You got attacker holding defender, defender holding attacker, still holding, and both of them can play for a free kick. Now what is good here is you can see that I've moved left, and that's important here because if we're looking straight down the barrel like this, we cannot see both of them holding, whereas by moving left and creating that angle, it allows me to see what's going on both sides of the story here. So this is what was happening a lot. With this, you have to explain to players that it's going to happen both ways. Are we going to give a foul and free kick for everything? No. Is there an element of the fact that they're going to hold each other? It's a contact sport. Yes. So you have to explain to them, sometimes it's going to be a 50-50. Sometimes one of you is going to pull a little bit harder than the other and therefore a free kick. And it will feel unfair. And that's what you have to explain to them, that, you know, during free kicks and corners and throw-ins, you're going to have to tell them that this is going to feel unfair at points because you feel like they're holding you and you're holding them, but sometimes you'll pull just a little bit too hard. And that's kind of what I had to explain. But, you know, let me know in the comments if you've got any techniques to deal with this or how you would deal with that scenario. Another trigger that we should look at is long throw-ins. What do we do from them? So as you can see here, they've set up for a long throw. So there's no real players ready to go short. So how I would set this up, and as if it was going to be a corner, you can see me slightly moving in, getting a wide angle. We can see they're going long. This is equivalently now a set piece. So I would set this up like a set piece. See the trigger. Are any players near where the throw-in is going to be taken? No. So what does that mean? It's going long. We don't need to be close to the thrower now. We need to be ready for the drop zone. So that's just like a little bit of management, football intelligence. We say it a lot about how we're going to go about this season, is making sure that we can see what kind of things are doing, what players are going to do, and predict that. We want to be proactive, not reactive when it comes to refereeing. So seeing this thing puts us in a good position to see if there's any fouls in the box, whether that be for a defensive free kick or for a penalty shout, and if the ball is then dangled around in there, we're in the right place and we don't have to sort of sprint in straight away. We can look at the danger straight away. So that's what we want to look for. So as you can see, I've set up, it is a massive throw here. Look, you can see I've set up for it. I'm ready for it. I'm watching the players now. I'm not watching the ball because I've seen it out the corner of my eye. It's going away from me. I'm watching players. And then we are there for both phases, whether that be an attack or a defence. We've seen both headers, both wins with a clear view. The 20th minute is the first yellow card I gave. Now, I want your opinions whether you think this is harsh or not. They particularly thought it was harsh on the day. But here it is. For me, do you manage this or do you give a yellow card? For me, I think this is a good way to assert straight away. Here we can see that the player has spun the defender. He has ample amount of space to go into here. So what can the defender do really? Not a lot. He's grabbed him there. He's pulled him away. He's still pulling. He's now put two hands on his back to try and pull him down and then pushes him over. For me, you can say it's stopping promising attack. It's a shirt pull. For me, it's a really good opportunity for me to stamp my authority and say, no matter what happens, this isn't happening. It's like a common defender thing. Either the ball's getting past me or you're getting past me, but both aren't getting past me. So for me, I think that's a really simple yellow card to give. We move on to our sort of foul, no foul that me and Greg disagreed on. Let's watch through it now. This is the first time I've seen it. So we'll just watch through that again. The good thing about having assistants you can trust is that you kind of like, if he was going to flag this, he probably would have done. So the ball's gone past. So for me, I can see clearly through here. Now, is there a contact there, or has he kind of slipped? Maybe he's slipped. So I actually think I've got this right on the day. I think he's just caught him. What I want my assistants to do is look along the line. I always say to them, I'm going to have a look at your left shoulder. So therefore, that decision is always going to be realistically mine unless I've massively messed up. When it's going the other way in terms of defensively, they're more than happy to chime in a little bit more because they're looking that way. Whereas for me, Greg needs to be looking at the offside line, which he is. And that's why I've given that free kick rather than him. So if anybody like footballers are listening, that's why assistant referees don't always give free kicks in front of them, because they're not looking for that. That's the referee's job to do. And in this situation, Greg is looking along the line for the cross coming in and see if there's anybody in an offside position, whereas I am looking for the free kick in that instance. So that there would bring us into the second half, where it gets a little bit more meaty in terms of yellow card. First one of the second half. The right back. And this is what I mean. Greg's in line with that, so can give that, because the ball is not looking like it's going to be crossed from far back. He doesn't necessarily need to look on the offside because it's going to go to the byline and up. So Greg can get involved in that scenario. So that's perfect from Greg's point of view. For me, the ball goes past the man then takes him out. It's just a reckless tackle. There's nothing more, there's nothing left. He's complaining he's got the ball. I don't think he has. And that brings us on to our third yellow card of the game, and we'll watch the foul again. So here we should be coaching our way through, saying what's now turnover, and a foul. The ball's gone past him, he's brought him down, and we are delaying a promising attack. Now, they tried to play it quickly, but I wasn't having that. I need to go through my cautioning process. I need to make sure that everyone's noticed that before, so that's quite interesting. So here you can see I've got my back to players, a little bit blasé, and then I've missed this here, because I'm going through my cautioning procedure. So realistically, I should be standing here and looking onwards at everything so that I know what's going on, because I've missed this little sort of kerfuffle here. Good touch though. So that's also really important to make sure as well that we're always standing in the right place, and I'm telling players to calm down. So do you know what I mean? People just get a little bit frustrated and a little bit heated, and that is on me there. So I think I got the yellow card right. Process needs to change a little bit and make sure that I am doing all the right things and make sure I'm in the right places. Good by telling the 9 to walk away and back away. So, you know, positive, just, you know, little bits and pieces that will aid match control. And then we've got the final yellow card of the game. There we go. I don't really think that needs too much explanation. The player comes a long way for it. He's never going to win the ball. The player's twisted and turning, evades one player, goes for the other, and then he's just clattered him. Yeah, there's no real intent to play the ball. It's not dangerous, it's not excessive force, and it's not endangering the safety of an opponent. It's a reckless foul. And being on top of that straight away, because of my positioning, getting out wide, it enables to see a lot of players, let play develop in front of me, and that allows me to give the the last yellow card quite straightforward, and get on top of it quickly, check the player's injured, then talk to the player who's getting a yellow card. He looks at it. That's a good process. That's much better. I've got all the players in front of me. I can see what's going on. So when I'm doing my admin, I've always got an eye on someone. And then I can start my procedure, really. So that's everything from the Hastings game. I'm trying to develop this new 8-second law thing as well. It's difficult because I find that I talk to a lot of players when I'm supposed to be waiting for the goalkeeper. So getting through that process is a little bit tricky. I haven't given a corner in this game. I think the players are quite understanding of it so far. They're doing okay. They don't necessarily like it that much. But as a referee's point of view, it does take away some of that management time that I've got by talking to players here and there, and you know, having a chat with them, and you know, using that downtime, recovery time to keep building relationships. And I feel like I lose that a little bit because of the fact that I've got to count to 8. But it does feel like it speeds the game up. What I am finding is keepers are getting to about 6 and then dropping the ball at their feet. So just be aware of that as a trigger, because that means it invites the attacker to come and press. And obviously the goalkeeper cannot pick the ball up again, otherwise it'd be an indirect free kick. But yeah, that's the first game of the season. It's great to be back. A little bit rusty, a few little pieces to pick up on. But overall, very successful day out, I think. 4 yellows, 0-0. No one's talking about us. No one's really getting involved in things. If we're talking about little free kicks, whether it is or isn't, we're doing really well to start with. Good to be back. Good to have the vlogs back. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next REFSIX weekly vlog.